Like, don't you want a woman who knows what she wants? Isn't it the worst? Where do you want to go for dinner? I don't know. What should we do about this? I don't care. Like, right? A woman who knows what she wants, then you can win. Hello, older gentlemen. I'm Allana Pratt, your intimacy expert. I'm the host of the podcast Intimate Conversations, and I'm the founder of the relationship incubator, Heartmates. You can find it at heartmates.app. It's a dating app, intimacy training, and conscious connection live calls every single week, all rolled into one. All right, so the question is, I've been getting a lot of questions from older gentlemen, and they want some dating tips. So here we go. Okay, right out of the gate. When I have, it's not all the time, it's just reoccurring. When I have older male clients, they often want to date somebody 20-ish years younger. And there's nothing wrong with that, like, at all. However, they don't want to have to be in shape, but they want her to be in shape. They don't want to have to do the work, but they want like a conscious partner. There's sometimes, I'm not saying this is you, but there's sometimes like a younger woman will soothe my wound, will make me feel enough, will look good on the outside, will make me feel worthy. There's like a seeking of approval in their initial knee-jerk choice of who they want. And someone their own age, it's almost like they're looking at themselves and they can't handle looking at themselves. Like, oh my God, they're older. Well, so are you. Like, oh my God, they don't have like a six-pack abs. Well, neither do you, right? Like, they don't want to look at themselves. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is you, but I'm saying if it is, I'm going to give you straight coaching, okay? I am the real deal. I'm always going to tell it to you straight. So if this is a tendency, be sure you are of a similar health, vibration, having done the work. If you're interested in someone significantly younger, unless you just want somebody really insecure who only is using you for your money, okay, and doesn't really care about you and will trade you in for somebody else with more money, okay? You want to play that game? Fine, but it's a game. It's a game, and it's not going to provide that deep, rich, meaningful, lasting connection that I think, if you're interested in the work I do, and you've been listening to me for any length of time, is what I'm all about, okay? So that's number one. Watch out for where you have a need for approval. Number two, be your best self. Like, I'm going to live till I'm 150. That's my choice. I often joke 300 as I take all my like witch's brew Chinese herbs every single morning and do my stem cells and all the rest of it. Like, fine. But like, if you're older, like, it's a state of mind. So work out, eat healthy, read all the books about biohacking and all the rest of it. Like, be your most vibrant, in shape, healthy person. Okay. You want to bring your vibrant, youthful self to a relationship to attract a vibrant, youthful partner. Okay. So be your best self. Take care of yourself. Number three is really do the inner work. If what you're looking for is a rich, intimate, soul-shaking relationship. If you do nothing and you just want a conscious person, it doesn't match. It's not a vibrational match. So practice sitting in the fire. Practice keeping your heart open. Practice seeing how the past relationships, like, get those nuggets, get the wisdom. Don't just think about it like spiritually bypassing. Embody the lessons, the knowledge, the wisdom, the humility, the confidence from the inside out, no matter what the world or circumstances look like, right? All of that inner work, do it. Because it's a vibration, it's a capacity, and it's friggin' sexy to a conscious woman, and not so sexy to, if you don't do it, it's not obviously sexy to a conscious woman. Or if you don't do it, you're going to attract somebody who's unconscious as well, who's just there to use you and need you, and then ditch you when they find better, okay? And then you're just going to be devastated. So really be willing to realize we are energy, we are light. And as we vibrate and do the inner work, we can't not attract someone of that caliber. And of course, heartmates.app, everybody that's in the dating app is also doing the intimacy training and also showing up on the Friday conscious connection calls, practicing being real, practicing being a phenomenal listener, practicing intimate connection. Okay, do the work. Number four, get clear on what you want. Everyone's like says, do the list. Okay, so yeah, the list is important. It's not everything, but it is important. And really be rigorous with your list. Like, is it all shallow? Or is it what lasts and matters over time? Is it a combo of both? Like, really have a look at what your top 5 are. Like, don't you want a woman who knows what she wants? Isn't it the worst? Where do you want to go for dinner? I don't know. What should we do about this? I don't care. Like, right? A woman who knows what she wants, then you can win. Where do you want to go for dinner? Spicy. Then you do it, and then you win, and she's grateful. Right? It's like easy. So you want a woman who knows what she wants. If you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it. Do you want a woman who keeps her heart open even when she's scared? Or would you prefer one that closes your heart and cuts your balls off? Choose it. Okay? Get clear and choose it. Do you want someone who's kind? I mean, that's so overrated as compared to a good set of girls, but a good set of girls is hot and sexy and all, but don't you want someone who's kind at the end of the day? Do you want someone who just has hot body who's like a fucking bitch? No, right? So if you don't choose kind, you can choose the girls as well, but choose kindness. If you're not kind, you're not going to attract kind. If you're not kind to yourself, you will never be kind to others and attract someone who's kind to you because they're not kind to themselves either. You're just going to have two jerks being mean to each other when things get a little tough. Choose kindness. Is that on your list? So take time to really do your list. I take people all through this in my Heartmates curriculum because it's important, okay? So be sure you know what you want and you find a woman who knows what she wants so you can win and succeed, and that'll feel great. Next, sex. As men get older, it doesn't always work as much as it used to when you were 20. How are you about that? Do you have any shame about that? Is sex even just taboo? Have you been tremendously emasculated in the past for what brings you, what's hot for you? Maybe you're a little kinky. Maybe you're a little naughty. Maybe you've been really judged for who you are. Are you healed about that? Are you at peace about that? Are you a little bit ashamed about that? Do you not really know what to say if it's not working? You don't know what else to do? Do you go into your head? And then of course it really doesn't work. We got to talk about sex. Sex is awesome. Sex is beautiful. And sex changes as we age. And that's right back to having being healthy in the first place. All the blood is flowing and you're feeling good and there's no emotional closure and you know how to speak up and do the inner work so you can ask for what you want and all that stuff. So do the work around sex. And if you haven't, my curriculum is wonderful for that as well, okay? And then lastly, a lot of people reach out to me and say, I'm just too old. I'm just too old to date or blah, blah, blah. I think the blind spot underneath that is that you just don't want to get hurt again. Who loves to get hurt? Nobody loves to get hurt. But we often use that as an excuse to not show up. And the bottom line of all of that is if you always have your back, and I do a lot of work with little you, if you have your back, it's not going to be fun if a relationship doesn't work out or you get ghosted or ditched or what have you. I'm not saying that's fun. But if you don't have a relationship with yourself, you're never going to have the capacity to show up in the face of anything. And you will give up on love. And heaven forbid you die alone. Okay? So you're not too old for love. In order to show up in the face of potential rejection, which is always there, you've got to learn how to have your own back and never reject yourself, never forsake yourself. Always be there for yourself. All of this work is in the Heartmates curriculum. So I encourage you to go to heartmates.app. If you're a little skeptical to just jump right in, get to know me more, you can read one of my books, From Heartbreak to Heartmates, Discover Lockdown Love. As I go through my whole process of where I take people through in the curriculum, you can see if it really resonates. And another way that might support you is talking to a human. That's always nice, isn't it? Especially in this day and age where we don't get to do much of that. You can go to allanapratt.com/connect and meet my extraordinary, gorgeous, connected Allana Pratt Method coach, intimacy success advisor. Her name is Natalie. She's an extraordinary listener. She's wise, she's brave, she's tender, she's caring, and she knows all about my programs. So if you just want to talk to somebody to see if this is truly a fit, she's there. You can reach her for a discounted $97 intimacy blind spot breakthrough call. You just go to allanapratt.com/connect for that. So we got you in person. We got you with a book. We've got you in our amazing Heartmates relationship incubator. Bottom line, you are not too old for love. And there's some support that might help you in not only becoming the one, but finding the one and keeping the one. Because real relationships require real work. And it's worth it. Oh, it's so, so worth it. You are worth it. And I love you.